It takes courage to be a little broken. A profound statement, wouldn't you say? A sentiment that suggests.
Broken. Honey, these kids are not broken. They're shattered, like a dropped iPhone on a marble floor. We're talking full-blown, 5-alarm, emotional fire sale. And courage, please. Courage is facing your taxes, not hooking up with your best friend's ex after almost dying in a car your boyfriend crashed.
I was trying to set a contemplative mood, but clearly that's impossible.
Contemplative. On Heartbook Radio. We're here to dissect the juicy bits, the scandalous secrets, the "oh my God, did she really?" moments. And Ragu by Elle Kennedy. Oh, honey, it's got them in spades.
For those just tuning in, we're discussing Raga by Elle Kennedy, the latest installment in the Sandover series. A tale of privileged prep schools' dark secrets and questionable decision-making.
Questionable? That's putting it mildly. It's like Gossip Girl had a baby with Pretty Little Liars, and then that baby was raised by wolves, rich wolves with trust funds and terrible taste in boyfriends.
I believe the author intended to explore themes of betrayal, forgiveness, and the complexities of
getting away with murder, or, attempted murder, which, by the way, is still a huge deal, even if you're rich enough to have a lawyer on speed dial. Remember that time we talked about The Great Gatsby?
That was 3 years ago, and it was about the corrosive nature of wealth and the illusion of the American dream. This is about teenagers behaving badly.
Same difference. Money, secrets, bad decisions. It's all connected, like a tangled web of designer scarves and lies.
Let's start with Casey Tresscott, our protagonist. She begins the story as a victim recovering from a near-fatal car accident.
Victim. More like victim/rebel/total psycho. She goes from 0 to 60 in like 5 seconds. 1 minute she's the headmaster's daughter. The next she's, well, let's just say she's not winning any good girl awards.
I think her transformation is a response to the trauma she endured. She's trying to reclaim her agency
by sleeping with Lawson, the brooding bad boy who's practically a walking red flag. That's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. And Fenn, poor, pathetic Fenn, he's got that whole golden boy with a dark secret thing going on, but honestly, he's a doormat. A rich, handsome doormat, but a doormat nonetheless.
Fenn made a mistake, a significant one, by lying to Casey about the accident. But he's clearly remorseful.
Remorseful? He's pathetic. He's like a kick puppy who keeps coming back for more. And Sloane, Casey's sister. Don't even get me started on that hypocritical.
Let's not resort to name-calling. Sloane is a complex character grappling with
how to be the most irritating person on the planet. Mission accomplished. And RJ, Fenn's stepbrother, he's the only sane one in the bunch, which, let's be honest, isn't saying much. He's like the designated driver in a car full of drunks.
And then there's Silas, the antagonist, as you put it, described as a spoiled brat by some reviewers.
Spoiled brat? He's the human equivalent of a hangnail, annoying, persistent, and you just want to rip him off.
So the central question is Ragu actually a good book? The reviews are mixed, to say the least.
Mixed? It's a 5-star dumpster fire. Some people are obsessed with Casey's bad girl transformation. Others are like, girl, get a therapist.
One reviewer wrote, I didn't like a single thing about any of the characters. A rather harsh assessment.
Harsh but honest. It's like watching a reality show. You hate everyone, but you can't look away. Another reviewer said, and I quote, "Oh my God, the plot twist, what the, oh my God." Now, that's the kind of reaction we're looking for.
There's also the complaint that the book is juvenile and all over the place.
Juvenile. Absolutely. All over the place. Like a toddler on a sugar rush. But that's part of the charm. It's like a train wreck. You know it's going to be bad, but you can't help but watch.
If Casey were a sandwich, what kind of sandwich would she be?
A spicy tuna melt on burnt toast with a side of extra pickles and a whole lot of regret.
Was not expecting that.
Expect the unexpected, my friend. That's the motto of this book, and, frankly, this radio show.
So our final verdict, on a scale of 1 to 10.
We're not using a boring number scale. We're using the Sandover scale of scandal, 1 being mildly misbehaving, and 10 being full-blown prep school apocalypse.
Where does ROG fall on your scandal scale?
I give it a solid 8.5. It's got betrayal, lies, questionable hookups, and enough teen angst to fuel a small nuclear reactor. It's a glorious mess, and I loved every minute of it.
I, on the other hand, found it to be a somewhat frustrating read. The characters were often unlikable, the plot convoluted, and the overall tone a scandal scale. Entertaining in a train wreck sort of way, but ultimately unsatisfying.
C. Total disagreement, which means it's perfect for our listeners.
That's all the time we have for today. Folks, Fweek when we dissect The Duchess of Deception, a historical romance about a cross-dressing spy who falls in love with a duke who's secretly a pirate, or something like that. I haven't actually read it yet.
Of course you haven't.
Tune into Heartbook Radio, where we spill the tea on all the literary drama. And remember, keep your secrets close, and your enemies, especially if they're rich and hot.